Welcome to Racing Cages. This is the instructional installation video for the 2006 Mazda MX-5 Cup roll cage. This roll cage is manufactured and distributed by Racing Cages. You will need to prep your car as shown in this video. You will need to remove sealant, paint, and primer from these locations. Notice where the feet of the cage sit. You will be welding these feet to the tub. You will need to remove the glove box door and trim the very bottom of the glove box hinge mount. Do not cut away the hinges for the glove box door itself. You will need to remove the pins that hold the wiring in place. There is a wiring harness on the top of the driver's side of the transmission tunnel that will need to have the plastic retaining pin removed so the dash lower crossbar will pass through without severing the harness. We are going to guide you through installing the front lower dash bar. This will be the first thing to go into the car. Make sure the bar has the correct side up. There will be a part number on the top side of the bar. Slowly guide it through, taking care not to catch the harnesses. You may need to rotate it to miss the harnesses and the dash structure. Once you have it through to the other side, rotate the bar down and out of the way until you put the door bars into place. Now you will install the rear main hoop section. You will temporarily tack weld this into place. Remember that you will need to cut these tack welds after everything is fitted to do your final welds on the rear door bars to the main hoop. The passenger door bar assembly will now be the next part of the installation. You will need to clearance the dash slightly to put the bars into place. You should use the existing tack welds to align the door bar to the hoop. You may need to use clamps or tie straps to hold these together. You will want to install this forward dash bar later, but can push it up temporarily to keep things in place. The lower sections of the door bars must ride on the rocker panels. Check to make sure that they are seated correctly. Now we're going to use a tie strap to pull the bar back into its final position. As you do this, you may end up pulling the bar too high up on the main hoop. Use vice grips to keep this bar at its correct height while keeping the lower sections firmly placed against the rocker panels. Once you're happy with the position of the door bar, you will tack weld it into place. The tack welds that meet the body will need to be broken later in the assembly. Now that this is in place, we will move to the other side. The next section is the complete driver's door bar. You will again need to clearance the end of the dash. Tug the bar back and pull the front dash bar up into place. You will want to block the bar or pull it into its final position and tack weld it. Again, make sure the lower bar is mounted directly to the rocker sill. Use a small hammer if necessary. Use vice grips to keep the door bar at its correct height. Once you're happy with the position of the door bar, you will tack weld it into place. The tack welds to the body will need to be broken later in the assembly. We will now install the roof bar. Line the bar up on the far side and push the bar forward until it seats. Use a mallet to tap in the rear of the bar. Use a tie strap to put pressure on the roof section while you tack weld it. Tug it into place and make sure all points are seated. Center the bar and tack away. You will need to tack weld this point at the front, here at the rear side, the rear center, and on the other rear side. These two under the vice grips on the driver's side, the front lower dash bars on each side, under the vice grips on the passenger side, and the two front upper points on the passenger side. Cut the tack welds to the body and lift the cage out as far as you can so that you can get down and complete the welds on the back side of the door bars to the main hoop. Then complete all welds and weld the cage to the body.